What's going on, guys? It's Mr. Affleck9916, and welcome back to the MLB 16, the show, Road to the Show, a special episode today. We are going to do our official MLB 17, the show wish list. I want to apologize for not uploading so long. First off, I've had a lot going on. I actually will be vlogging about one of the things going on, but the other thing, I got sick for a weekend, and then the week before that, it was election day in the United States, so I had to drive home to vote, and that really screwed off my schedule. So I've been super busy recently, but I figured I want to get this video up, you know, kind of come back onto YouTube with a good one, and I hope this video is a good one. Unfortunately, I only got 5 comments on my suggestion video, so you guys didn't help me out too much. But first off, Jeff Harper with our first comment, he said PC version. Sorry, Jeff, I'm gonna simply have to say no because Sony is like exclusive on the game on PS4. Hey, I wish there was a PC version too. I wish they would do it, but I don't see it happening, and that's really all I have to say about that. PC version would be huge. A lot of people would play it, but I just don't see Sony doing that, unfortunately. So it's a great idea, but I don't see it happening. Ethan Detman, more immersive road to the show, days off, prospects list and franchise, all-star unis, and more unis. I agree with all of those things. Kind of improving road to the show, one of those type ideas. But also I like the thing he says about the franchise with the top prospects list. You know, NHL 17 does a really good job with this because they have like 2 years of top prospects. So adding better prospects in a franchise would be something that I think would be a great idea. You know, they could add some of the real guys coming up. It's a little harder in baseball, I guess, than hockey because they're not the junior leagues like there are in hockey quite as well. But if they could get some of the real guys, you know, that are in the college levels, you know, at least real guys for the first maybe 1 or 2 years of a franchise draft, I think that would be great. And the more unis, I agree. The next few comments kind of go together. Bullpen sessions for pitchers in the road to the show, day off activities. So what he's kind of going towards, he says like train with teammates, kind of like a story mode type of thing. And I guess that's not really what he's saying, but just a more immersive road to the show. Next guy says brawl story mode on road to the show. Thank you, Ethan Bolger, for that comment. Bolger, sorry if I said that wrong. And then Randall Omega, nice Minecraft profile picture, but top prospects list and franchise, we talked about that already, and a better career story. So I want to use that to talk about Road to the Show. Those are unfortunately the only 5 comments that we had, but Road to the Show could definitely become more immersive. I think that would be a fantastic addition to the game to have a more immersive road to the show, because for example, your money now means nothing. You can't say buy a house, buy a private jet, buy cars. You can't do all that stuff, and the money doesn't matter. So, you know, maybe they could even have the money like affect your player's morale, right? If he's making more money, then he's gonna have a higher morale and probably play a little better. You know, they could have that matter a little bit. Kind of stuff along those lines. I would love to see a better story mode too. I'd love to see cutscenes, you know, like you meet with your agent, or when you get traded, it shows like a newscast of you being traded. Not that the news would cover that, like the Sports Center news or something like that, you know. And then even more from game to game, you know, it shows you practicing with your teammates, as one person said. Day off activities, I think, would be huge. I think there should always be a training session on day off games. I think that would be fantastic. But yeah, all those kind of things I completely agree with. I think we absolutely need to add them into the game on Road to the Show. So I think a story mode is probably the biggest addition to Road to the Show that needs to be made. Also, I'd say, you know, when I think about what else needs to be added to Road to the Show, because obviously that's the main series I do, I think it would be good if they added more in the minor league series, so like A-ball, low A-ball, you know, the winter leagues and stuff like that. Just because, you know, if you struggle in Double-A, if you have the difficulty up high, there's that chance that you might get stuck in the minors for 5 or 6 years. You know, you're always only in the minors for like 2 years. But the minors need to be made harder, because not every legendary player gets through the minors super quick. I think you should have to earn your way to the show. You know, I get it, the point is to become the greatest of all time, but I don't think it should always be that way, because not every player is the greatest of all time, you know. I think they should make it a little more realistic, and depending on how you're drafted, you know, you might be in the minors for 5 or 6 years before you're 26 or 27, and then you get called up to the MLB. I think that would be a fantastic addition to MLB The Show. Trying to think what else would be added to Road to the Show, and there's not really much. I mean, the story mode would be the big one. One thing I'd say would be huge would be rain delays. That's more of a franchise add-on, but I guess I can talk about franchise a little bit. I didn't play franchise a whole lot this year. I only did 2 episodes on YouTube, so I can't say too much about it. but rain delays would be huge. There's never rain delays, there's never makeup games, and that really, really annoys me. That needs to be a part of the game. Obviously, you're not going to wait through a rain delay, but it should just simulate a rain delay. Have that realism in there, and have the weather more realistic too, you know? I feel like it never rains during games. I know I play in San Diego where it doesn't rain that much, but even when I go to places like, you know, I live in Pittsburgh, right? It rains there a lot in the summertime. I mean, it's a very rainy city in the summer. We have the quick thunderstorms that pass through. So maybe in the 5th inning, a quick thunderstorm will pass through, and it'll delay the game. And if you have your starting pitcher in, you might have to take him out because it rained for 20 minutes. And by the time they dry the field and all that, it's been an hour delay. You got to take your starting pitcher out. That could be huge managerial decisions right there as to what to do during a rain delay. So I definitely think that they need to add that. I've been saying that for years and years and years, and they just haven't done it. So that's really, really annoying. That's kind of my big suggestion for franchise. Top prospects list obviously is what a lot of people commented on, and after playing NHL for a while, that would be great to see. I also think something that NHL did this year that MLB could do is team relocation. Now I know baseball right now, everyone's kind of steady, and the chance of relocating is low, so they're going to make it, if you're playing on realistic settings, that it's very, very hard to relocate a team, right? You're not just going to go up and relocate the New York Yankees to, I don't know, San Antonio or something, you know, something ridiculous that's not going to happen. But the chance of relocation in the future is, I mean, not completely unheard of. Or, you know, even a rebranding. Remember the Tampa Bay Devil Rays became the Tampa Bay Rays. That would be something good. So that's really my suggestions for franchise. I didn't play it enough to tell you guys more. I wish I did. The online gameplay, I've never had any problems with the connection this year. So from what I've played, they've improved that greatly from the last couple of years. And the Diamond Dynasty mode seems to be pretty popular this year, and the new game modes that they added, Conquest and whatever the other ones are called, they seem to be pretty popular. I didn't play much of those either this year, but from what I've heard from everyone, they really like them, so maybe they could expand on those a little bit as well. I do want to keep the game routed in a simulation mode. That's kind of my opinion on it. If they want to have arcade modes, that's fine. You can have arcade modes like Conquest, but don't let it interfere with the simulation modes, the franchise, and the road to the show. That's what makes this game so great. It's realistic. It's the realism that makes this game so absolutely fantastic. Oh, here's the thing. The glitches are terrible in this game. I have seen things where it shows like the wrong stats for me. I've seen it where like I'll finish a series and then it shows like my AAA's team score when I'm quitting a Road to the Show series. That's bad. There are a lot of presentation errors. MLB 17 needs to be a cleaner game than MLB 16 to show. That is one of the things that has bothered me about this game really, really bad, is the overall presentation. The broadcasters are saying things they said from 8 years ago. I think they need an overhaul of the broadcast system. I like the current guys, so it's not that them. I mean, they could add new people. They might stay the same. I wouldn't mind if they stayed with Matt Veskers and all them, but please, just revamp it and stop saying things that I heard in MLB 09 and MLB 10. It's getting really annoying. You know, I don't want to hear Santa Maria when someone hits a home run. I'm sick of hearing that. It's so annoying, but that's about it. Finally, I will say Ethan Bulger said in his comment, brawls, I think that'd be great. Also, manager arguments and ejections. That is huge. We need those. And we also need instant replays because I haven't seen many of these calls being overturned. That's in the real MLB now. So they got to put that in this game more often too because I almost never see it. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Sorry it was short. Didn't get a ton of comments, but if the developers of MLB 17 are watching, I want to thank you guys for tuning into this video, but thank you all for tuning in this video. Send this to them. For now, we will see you next time. I'm Mr. Affleck 9916. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe if you want to follow my series. For now, peace.